it's me, Mayo Hosko, coming to you at 60 frames per second in 4K resolution. No sugar, no filler, just real whole egg, and welcome to my channel.
Paradisa, Paradisa, sun is shining all day.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Sorry about that. My laptop just went flat, as I thought it would. So, yeah, gonna take some time to get that back online. So, yeah, I had to go to that Patreon teaser just so people wouldn't fear me not being on camera at the start, because I was very busy yesterday at university, and I did a lot of stuff that I needed to do because I know how busy I am on Saturdays. The first half of my Saturdays normally consist of doing these live streams, and then the second half of my Saturdays normally consist of doing homework. So we will get the main camera back on momentarily. Just hold on in there. In the meantime, don't forget to come on, like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Not sure what's going on here. Silly glitches. Yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. We're off to a great start already with the technical difficulties. Come on. Yeah, so yeah, so just hold on in there. Let's see who's in the chat so far. We have, of course, we have StreamYard, but we also have Macro Bricks, Richard Cranium, Ingrid Wynn, Tasman Bricks, Johnny G, and that's everyone so far. Yes. So if you guys have not been paying attention to Paradisa month, you will realize that a door build is a wizard, and a wizard arrives exactly, precisely when they want to. So we must keep in mind that even though it is midday in the East Coast, or in New South Wales and Victoria, and even though it is 11:30 a.m. in South Australia, it is only 9 a.m. for our good friend Adora Build. So we must acknowledge that it does take time for a lot of us to wake up in the morning. So we got to acknowledge that. And here I am, back again. Something, tell a friend, whatever Mikey J says on his live streams. Excellent live stream quality over there.
I wish I could say better. Hello, Nate, Mr. Blue. Come on, stupid glitches! Really not liking these glitches. I'm going to go on a massive rant about this if nothing changes. This is why I've got to go get the MacBook. I've got to get a 13-inch MacBook Pro with the M2 chip with a 24 gigs of RAM, because I'm really frustrated with my laptop right now. I'm really goddamn frustrated. But anyway, I hope everyone's been enjoying Paradisa month.
Paradisa, Paradisa, sun is shining all day.
The Octane Man reminds you to subscribe to Mayo Hosko.
And so I spent a little bit of time before this live stream adding some more videos to the brand section on StreamYard. Hello, Redcoat Kyle. So yeah, I've got some new things I can play. Yes, she is probably chasing that ice cream van, but she's probably trying to get herself a coffee, more likely, to wake herself up in the morning. Ingrid Wynn, just let me know if you've got the time to come on. You told me that you had some friend sets that you wanted to disassemble. So let me know if you're free, and I'll shoot you an invitation. Myself today, I'm going to start building a water park on a 16 by 32 base plate, if I have one around here somewhere. If not, I'm going to cut a base plate. If anyone remembers back in May, when I worked all month long on building my airport terminal, I cut 2 studs off of a base plate. So if I can't find another 16 by 32 base plate around here, I'm going to have to do some more cutting. And using a good tip that our friend Eric Bricklock IL taught me. So yeah, Ingrid, just let me know if you want to come on. Just shoot me a DM and I'll shoot you an invite. And Macro, if you wanna come on to the panel and we can discuss our podcast together, just let me know and I'll shoot you an invite. Tasman Bricks, if you've got any friend sets or Paradisa sets that you want to talk about, build or disassemble, just send me a DM and then I'll shoot you an invite too if you're not busy with other things in the move into your new digs. And speaking of Taz and new digs, we do have some new digs for Taz.
Yeah, rip it and flex it. That's oh, there you go. I did, however, I did fill the swear jar quicker than what Mrs. Taz did last night when I dropped a fart and woke her up. I filled that swear jar in seconds. It was full, overflowing full. I was not a happy Tassie.
So as I'm going to say now, the producer for Miss Bricks isn't the only farty person around here. Yeah. So I'm going to quickly grab something. I can't remember where I put it. Where did I put it? Can't remember where I put it. I've got so much junk all over the place. All the right junk in all the wrong place, as I like to say. And if no one remembers, that's a quote from that's part of a song lyrics for a Megan Trainor song. There's a plane around here somewhere that I don't know what I did with. I am kind of padding time until Ruth gets here, and Ruth knows that normally in the first hour of my live streams, I'm always stuffing around with technology. So while I'm doing so, I'll tilt the camera down and I'll just briefly talk about the stuff I've been doing over the past week in terms of Lego. So some people might know that on an episode of Hour of Power last Saturday night, I unboxed some collectible minifigs, the Series 23,
And so from those 2 boxes, I got 67% of all the minifigs. So I'm going to go to the Lego store sometime over the next month and see if my store manager will let me choose out specific collectible minifigs, because I know that other people in the community have been able to get their store managers to pick through specific collectible minifigs. So I'm going to ask my store manager if he will do that for me. And the 4 extras I will be giving, hopefully I will be giving away when I reach certain milestones on certain social media platforms. You can see that I am done with mocking together some old Paradisa sets that I've wanted to do for a little while. We got the Poolside Paradise, the Sidewalk Cafe, and the Rolling Acres Ranch. And in the middle, there's the Breezeway Cafe, which is not a Paradisa set because it was released 2 years earlier in the year 1990. Paradisa was a sub-theme of Lego Town, primarily targeted towards girls from 1992 to 1997. But a lot of Paradisa collectors have the Breezeway Cafe because they think it's compatible with Paradisa because it looks good, and Paradisa took a lot of similar architecture from the Breezeway Cafe. So I have always wanted something that resembles the Breezeway Cafe in my collection, so I thought no better time to include that. I cannot find this plane. What did I do with it? What did I do with it? Oh, there it is. I have a tray or a case of what I did with my Paradisa stuff, and I forgot that I put it on top of some other boxes. So let me get it out. Oh. Yep, knew that was going to happen. Already spilling stuff. Hey. Okay, let's come back in here. And because I know that in my morning of monologues, we will have attracted someone new. Yes, hey Ruth. Yeah. So if anyone doesn't know, when I say that people like Adora Build need their coffee to wake up in the morning, I wasn't kidding, because Ruth is literally just making herself a coffee. Let me go back here. Richard Cranium says, hey Mayo, just want a line of bricks where you want to cut the plate and use a razor blade to follow the line bricks in the middle. Yes, that's exactly what Eric taught me, and so that's exactly what I'm gonna do, because I actually use some Duplo bricks for extra height. Yeah. Taz says, thanks Mayo. See how I go as well, Matt. Yeah, no problem. We absolutely understand, because we all have compassion for people who are trying to move into new digs. Johnny says, I'll dial 000 for you when you cut the base plate and yourself. Yeah, I'm glad you appreciate the new videos. People saying hello to each other. Was there anything before Johnny G mentioned Ruth chasing the ice cream? It's not Saturday night in the US. It's Friday night in the US. Yeah, that was everything. So before Adora Build comes on after making her coffee, I'm going to do the bend over and reach around. Haha, innuendo. Let's move on. And I wanna talk more about some of these planes. So this is the passenger plane from the 1986 airport. I have made some modifications to it because I wanted to include these new style bigger jet engines, because
some people might know, my style of building is incorporating old vintage pieces with new modern pieces, and I like the hybrid look. So I always thought that the jet engines on the original set were just a little bit too small. These jet engines are probably a little bit too big, but I just like that look. I know it's not proportional, but I just like that look. And people who actually watch all of my city updates might pick up on some of that. So for those who don't know, I am a big fan of Kylie Minogue, and a lot of people in Australia are equally big fans of Delta Goodrem. Those are probably the two pop music queens in this country, because Kylie Minogue and Delta Goodrem are to Australia what probably Madonna and Britney Spears are to the US. And so in the US, you have, actually no. Before I go on about that, about 2 weeks ago, on Tasman Bricks' Hour of Power, he went on his best monologue since he talked about the magazines with the articles. I guess it's Kyle's birthday today. Happy birthday, Kyle! Thanks for spending your happy birthday watching this live stream there. Someone tell Dusty to get on in here. Someone DM Dusty, tell him that someone else has got a birthday, so people in the chat can say happy birthday to the both of them, because that meme exists. So Tasman Bricks was going on about a terrible aeroplane journey he travelled on, and to censor himself, he called it Shit Heap Airlines. I made a YouTube short about this old plane that was released sometime in the late 80s. I got this off of a eBay bulk lot like 6 months ago. No, maybe a year ago, perhaps. And I, on the last episode of the Hour of Power, I extended the length of this plane by 4 studs so that you could get the pilot and a passenger in the plane. And I like the lengthened look, because I always thought the original build was a little bit too small. So I think adding that 4 studs of length just makes it so much better. And I know that Tasman Bricks has a lot of nostalgia towards this set. And so after Taz did his epic monologue about Shit Heap Airlines, I was thinking, you know what? I know Tasman Bricks likes vintage Lego. I know I have a small plane around here. I know that small plane is sometime from the 80s. Why not try and turn this into Shit Heap Airlines? And even better, because there is no logos on the vertical stabilizer like what there is for the passenger aeroplane from the 1986 airport. You see, you got that beautiful silhouette of the aeroplane flying over the original Lego color bar, which was the first 5 colors that Lego ever made. And they used that same design on the original airport worker torso, which is my sig fig, until I can get plain white torsos. Then I can print up some stickers for the Mayo Hosko logo as designed by Makro Bricks. That is a placeholder, and I could think of no better. And it was actually Bricks that actually thought of that idea. So all credit goes to Bricks for my sig fig. The reason I have a lightsaber in my hand is because last month I was building the UCS Luke's Land Speeder. It is now complete. It is now on a display shelf. My Patreon pledges have exclusive behind the scenes access to that image. And if you want to see other behind the scenes content and exclusives and early access stuff like that, just be sure to use the link in the description to go and pledge to me on Patreon, and welcome to the investors. Taz says Ship Heap Airlines are rude cheap for any decals on their planes. Absolutely. We have regular Brick Studios as well. Ingrid, I'll shoot you an invite your way because you literally just said you've got some friend sets. So everyone, I hope everyone is enjoying our decent month.
Paradisa, Paradisa, sun is shining all day.
And everyone, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. So after my standard mishmash of monologues at the start, now we're going to get down to brass tacks or whatever tacks are made of. And hello, Adorable.
Hey Mayo, how you going, mate?
Going good. It's time to build a water. It's time to build a water park.
Excellent. I love that.
Time to build a water park. So I hope you're enjoying your coffee.
Yeah, I needed it. And
Because I know that a lot of Lego people obsess over coffee. I know that Blixie and Blixar obsess over coffee. There's a whole bunch of other people that like to make memes out of the Lego coffee cups, how it's included basically in every Lego City vehicle that's 6 stubs wide. Also, we're up to 9 viewers right now. Please let us get to 10 viewers for double digits. So how's your week been? Because my week has been awful.
oh no, Mayo, that's no good.
But an awful. I just wanted to clarify: an awful week is just a standard October for me.
oh no, yeah.
Regularly scheduled depression. The whole month of October, the first 2 weeks of November, and all of June. Regularly scheduled depression.
As long as it's been scheduled in Mayo, then it's okay.
But then come July and December, and think happy thoughts, and a smile comes back to you.
Exactly. Yeah, how's my week been? Yeah, my week's been okay. No, pretty good. A pretty good week. I'm still struggling with my stupid back injury, but that's okay. This happened. My what do you call this? Oh, Bricklink order took 9 days to go from Perth to Perth. So that was a lot. And I got a new laptop at work, which was nice. So I've got a very fancy laptop now. Oh, have I not done this right? Oh no, I haven't done this right. Uh-oh. So yeah, that was kind of cool. And what else has been happening? I don't know, man. Stuff. It's fun. It's early.
So before I forget about it, better get that invite off to Ingrid. Yeah, and Ingrid just let me know. Oh, okay, yeah. Yesterday was Kyle's birthday.
Yeah.
Just wanted to get that cleared up because either I wasn't reading the chat properly or other people weren't reading the chat properly.
Well, I just sort of allow people, a week or two grace with their birthdays.
If I can play the blame game as much as possible, I will.
Oh my gosh, Johnny G, I still haven't got any cash to actually pay for my ice creams with the ice cream man. It's just devastating. He comes around, I've also worked out that he comes around on like a Wednesday as well. Wednesdays and Saturdays is when the ice cream man is in my neighbourhood. I've not been able to get an ice cream from the ice cream man for ages because I keep forgetting to get cash out. It's a lot of work being Pucky's mum, yeah. I know. Well, I woke up I woke up and then I have to give Pucky affirmations every morning and tell him that he's a good boy and he's lovely and he's handsome and he's very smart.
Ruth, speaking of Pucky, I'm coming to get you and your little dog too.
Oh, excellent. Happy birthday, Dusty.
I always bring out the most. Well, I always like to reference as many movies and TV shows as I can. Yeah. And speaking of Dusty, I don't know why Dusty has disappeared my way, but we'll be glad to have Dusty whenever he comes back to us. And speaking of Dusty, there he is. Hey, Dusty. I was just about to say, Dusty will come back to us one of these days, Alice. One of these days, and there he is. Let's do the stinger for Dusty.
Greetings, citizens of the world. This is Anonymous. We apologize for interrupting your normal stream. We must warn you, Dusty Bricks will be uploading content on his YouTube channel in the near future. Take this chance to prepare by stocking your house full of toilet roll. We repeat, Dusty Bricks' YouTube channel will be uploading content not suitable or interesting for most people. You have been warned. We are anonymous. We do not forgive. We do not forget. We are Legion.
So it was good to see Dusty on the Stolen the Data because I've been meaning to ask him, Dusty, do you want to change that channel trailer? Because if you do have a new channel trailer that you're going to be releasing on your channel, just send me an. Oh, sorry, Ingrid. I'll fix that up for you. If you want to update your channel trailer, Dusty, just send me a
Doodadle.
Send me an MP4 of it via email. My email is mayohosko@gmail.com, and I'd be willing to do that for you. Ruth, if you have a channel trailer, just send me. If it's under 60 seconds, that is, just send me an MP4 of it via email, and I'll be sure to have it as a stinger whenever you come up in here. Macro, you the same. Ingrid, you the same.
I'm not organised enough to have a trailer, Mayo.
Whenever Richard creates his YouTube account, because of the awesome Lego City he's been showing off on Makro Bricks Sunday's shenanigans, that we've all said he absolutely needs to put on the internet for YouTube and Instagram. Everyone peer pressure Richard Cranium to make an Instagram and make a YouTube right now, saying we want hashtag we want Cray Cray City. We want hashtag we want Cray Cray City. Hashtag we want Cray Cray City. Well, there's an idea, Ruth. Dusty just proposed, why don't we make a channel trailer for you?
That's probably the only way that it's ever going to happen, Dusty.
Yeah, because I know that whenever I'm lazy about stuff, I like to commission other people to do stuff for me. Maybe all of the lazy people out there that want a stinger for their walkout song when they enter the chat around here, maybe they should commission other people to make channel trailers for them.
Yeah.
Also, hey, Regular Brick Studios. He says, I just got home, don't know what to do with my Lego sets. I want to make a mock inspired by a large primate.
Ooh.
Well, you know what would be cool if you make a Paradisa mock and then post it up on your Instagram hashtag Paradisa month. That'd be cool. Hashtag Paradisa month. I hope everyone is enjoying themselves.
Paradisa, Paradisa, sun is shining all day.
Richard's saying it's coming before October is over. At a minimum, I'll at least post a video here on YouTube. Just the one, Richard, just the one.
Well, whenever you do, be sure to send me the link to your channel via Instagram, and I'll be the first one to watch it because your city is amazing, and I'm sure that hundreds of people will also want to subscribe to you. So it's been about 2 weeks since I made this haul. My Patreon supporters have known about this for 2 weeks, so I think it's time to finally show it off. So I bought some stuff to get the Ray's Castaway gift with purchase.
Ooh.
And the only reason I did it is because at the same time, you could get an old Ninjago poly bag that retired about a year ago as a gift with purchase. So I'm guessing across the world they must have had so many of these in the warehouse. They prematurely retired these, realized they had so many lying around, and they're like, well, to get rid of these, it's probably best to include it as a GWP. They do that with a lot of Ninjago poly bags. T-Mod was talking about that on the Saturday Shenanigans. So what did I do to get those gift with purchases? Well, I'll start with the small ones. Let's go with the least. Let's go from least interesting to most interesting. So, we got Ninjago set 71700, the Jungle Raider. We got Ninjago set 71761, Zane's Power Up Mech Evo, which is a little bit hypocritical of me to buy because I'm on the record saying that I'm sick and tired. Actually, no. I've got to put the emphasis. I am fucking sick and tired of mechs in Lego.
He's had it up to here.
Yeah. I've had it up to here with something. What's that reference to? Because that's from an old movie, I'm sure.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
A lot of my humor has been adopted from pop culture that nobody else knows I'm referencing but me.
Because pretty much only Mama Lego knows my references to the Honeymooners. We got the Brickheads Lion Dance guy, set 40540. That's a Brickheads number 151. I am not a Brickheads collector at all, but I really liked the Buzz Lightyear. I'm pretty much a sucker for Lego Buzz Lightyears. And going back to Saturday Shenanigans and going back to T-Mog again, both of us held up our Brickheads Buzz Lightyears on the camera. That was because I thought that would be all of us to do. So another reason. So I don't like Brickheads, but I like Lego Buzz Lightyear. My brother went to Beijing about 3 years ago before the Rona, and he went to the Lego store in Beijing, and so he got me what was it? He got me as a gift the Chinese dragon brickhead. So I was like, well, you know what? I'm really more into brickheads for the pieces, and eventually I'm going to disassemble all of my brickheads except for Buzz Lightyear because of the ornate pieces. Particularly the non-licensed characters have a lot of really cool pieces. And so I was like, you know what? The Lion Dance guy has some cool pieces with some of those pearl gold floral type pieces. We did briefly get to 11 viewers, so let's get that back up to a dozen. Come on, people, share this video with your friends and get more people to watch. I was like, you know what, this has some cool pieces, and if I wanted to, I can do a comparison between this and the Chinese dragon. But the big daddy was this.
Ooh. What's that set called, mate?
It's too big for me to do the zoom in. But this is a Ninjago set 71747, The Keeper's Village.
Yeah, well, Ninjago does do like a lot of cool sets and stuff. And I do like their dragons, and I do like their village sets for shoresies.
I do have an appreciation for Ninjago, even though I don't collect it. I don't like the dragons, I don't like the mechs, I don't like all of their ridiculously oversized vehicles, but when they have cool terrain that piques my interest, I'm not necessarily going to buy it, but if I'm incentivized to buy it with one of the most well-liked gift with purchases lately, even though it's really got nothing special in it, nothing that's like, oh, this is a, like, the only reasonable way for me to get a certain piece is to buy this. No, that's not it by any means. And this gift with purchase has its fair share of critics, but it's a good collection of pieces that are just very useful for terrain building. So that's why I wanted it.
Cool.
And also, my Patreon pledges know that I got a $1,200 haul. I got a $1,200 haul on Lego.com about a week ago. So everyone put your guesses in the comments about what Lego sets, plural Lego sets, I bought to spend 1,200 Australian dollars. So do your homework with the currency conversion. So my Patreon pledges already know what I bought. So I'm not going to reveal that until next week's live stream. But all I'll say is that it was enough. I got it in double VIP. So now I have about $190 worth of VIP points, which is nice. So I can finally place a Bricks and Pieces order and get the free shipping because this stupid fucking country, $150 is the threshold for free shipping. Lego needs to make another distribution center, and that would probably bring the cost down to $100. So come on, Lego, stop building more factories in North America. Give Australia a second distribution center, probably in Perth, please.
Please. Then I may not need to wait 2 weeks to get a Lego set when I order it from Lego.
Because imagine how much business Lego is losing to Bricklink, where they only get a 3% commission rather than getting all the money by people spending money on Bricklink instead of Bricks and Pieces, because they don't have enough money to pay to get the free shipping. Hey Eric, we were just talking about you earlier, Eric. So if you want to hear what we talked about you earlier, feel free to watch this live stream on the replay. Our viewers are dropping away because they are flip-flopping between different live streams. So I've always got to say, and I've got to put the disclaimer: this is all in good fun. There was no malintent. But if you want to be a boring square and listen to boring people talking about boring licensed Lego, or you wanna hear people just crap on about absolutely nothing while meticulously and slowly building a mock and not actively engaging with their viewers, then those are the people you want to watch, and therefore you are a boring square. If you're if you're an exciting person, you're going to watch me instead.
There's the spiel game.
So let's get an update. So let's get an update about what you've been doing with your mock, Ruth.
Right, well, my bricklink order finally came in, so that was kind of cool. So I fixed up my little staircase bit here, so there's no gaps in that. I've added in my little horsey gate in here. This has now got a roof. I do need to place another bricklink order because I need some white telescope posts to finish off some of my fencing bits. I got my extra little Archie lacy twiddly piece window panel. I don't know what this bit's called, but I got another one of those. It was very, very challenging not to add all these parts in as soon as they arrived in the post to me, but I was like, no, I'll do it on the live stream. So that's what I've sort of been doing on arrival. I still can't find my horses though, so we've just got one little foal. And then today I was thinking I can add in some of the foliage and get that sorted. So there is a palm tree over here. So I'm just thinking about the best way that I want the palm tree to look. And then I'll add in some shrubs and stuff under the staircase over here. And then possibly some other like leaves and flowers and bits and pieces. I've also got to try and figure out how I want the roof to look up here as well, because these parts here are going to make the roof design look a little bit different to the original set. So there's that. Oh, and I've also got to figure out how I want my little country club lounge chairs to look like in here as well. And possibly work out how I'm going to put flooring inside the country club area over here too. But yeah, I definitely need another bricklink order. I've got to get a few more like little curved bricks to go in here to finish off this bit. Definitely need my telescope pieces. I do need to get another plate, like a pale pink plate to go over here to the flooring, over here as well. But yeah, I'm going to try and maybe do like more of the foliage today and that sort of thing. So I'll probably be sat here contemplating the existence of a palm tree for quite a long time. That's the update.
Fantastic. And just like that, all of my Paradisa mocks are off the table.
Excellent. Ready to start water park fun.
Yeah.
Water park
So I have a 16 by 32 base plate, but it's not the bright green or the it's not the bright green or the bright light green. So I'm eventually going to take it off of its base plate because I'm going to cut a base plate off camera, or if Makro Bricks is sending out invitations for the Saturday shenanigans, I will cut the base plate then. So it's time to get started.
Cool.
So I don't like to use the medium azure for the water, so I'm going to be replacing that.
I know, Richard. Mayo is fantastic for vintage Lego facts and knowledge and everything. It's amazing.
And if you guys didn't already know, I do have a playlist for all my videos that cover stuff about vintage Lego. So definitely go and watch that playlist for all of your vintage Lego goodness. Pretty sure I don't have any big blue plates around here. Pretty sure I've used the limited quantities that I've had.
Oh gosh. Makro call 000 from Canada. Yeah, we don't know, do we? Penny? What do you want, please?
Yeah, because all those are empty. I don't know what I want to do. What am I going to use? Because I don't know where they are. This is why I've got to finish sorting all of my Lego, so then I can place stuff. I can place Bricklink orders because I'm not going to be buying anything on Bricklink until I finish sorting all of my Lego.
Yeah, that's probably a wise move.
I found some blue plates I'm going to be using for the water. That's good.
Oh, cool.
I'm just going to get out all the ones I have so I can pick and choose. And if anyone wants to hear more information about the podcast, me and Macro and myself, if I can use proper grammar, if any of you guys want to hear those details, go back and watch the replay, #replay game, of the last episode of the Sunday Shenanigans. Tasman, Bricks, Eric, and a lot of other people in the chat gave us some really good suggestions, and we're going to continuously talk it over privately to figure out what we want to do. And I'm going to give us, it's going to take us 1.5 months because of our schedules to figure it out. Because all of the dumb people in the world, they just go with the flow and let other people screw themselves over. Smart people take those people to court. Smart people realize that they can capitalize off of something. Smart people find ways to exploit a situation. And smart people figure it out. I am a smart person, so I am going to figure it out.
Exactly. Right.
Snap these together. And also, I'm counting down until I get to 450 subscribers because I really want to build the daily bugle.
Yeah, well, that's a really nice looking set, isn't it? So it does deserve to be built.
But I'm not going to be building the daily bugle until we get to 450, and when we get to 500, be building I'll be building the castle.
Oh, okay, yeah.
What is it? The 90th anniversary castle, because I've got that in my cart, just waiting for the right time to buy it.
Patiently waiting. We're waiting, gang.
Yeah, and it's everyone else's fault that I haven't already bought it.
Exactly. How dare they?
It's everyone else's fault because I'm still 74 subscribers short of that project. 24 subscribers short of the Daily Bugle. But we'll get around to it when we get around to it.
In the original build, they've got a red parrot, but I've either got a magenta parrot, like a bright pink parrot, or a blue parrot. And I'm kind of liking the look of the blue parrot instead of the pink one. What are your thoughts? Mayo, chat, thoughts?
What other colours again?
The official image has a red parrot, but I've either got like dark pink, like hot pink, magenta, or blue.
I would go with the the red parrot because that's more nostalgic.
Yeah, but I don't have a red parrot, Mayo.
But you just said a red parrot.
Yeah, no, that's in the original picture.
Oh, okay.
I've only got pink or blue to choose from, but I actually like.
I'd go with pink.
Yeah, that's what I originally thought, but oh no, I like the way that the blue one looks because I've got blue tiles. I don't know.
I'd like to include 2 slides, but I'm like, I don't want people sliding down to injure themselves, colliding into each other. So
Okay.
I think I'm just going to include 1.
Okay, so the chat, Richard said pink, Dusty said blue. Johnny G's coming with just go both. I'm saying blue and Mayo's saying pink. So shall we just have 2 little lovebirds instead? They can both hang out.
I think democracy, but I think democracy has spoken. Let's go with the blue. Democracy has spoken. No,
but Richard's saying pink, the same as you, Mayo.
Yeah, but there's still a majority of people who went with the blue. So go with the blue, Ruth. That's what democracy is.
Yeah, Johnny G, I'm already ahead of you. Okay, well we'll see. Both the parrots will hang out during the live build. So far. And we'll see which one stays and which one flies away at the end of the live stream. Oh, yeah. And I have made them kiss as well, Johnny G. They're like they've got their little beaks together. It's adorable.
It's not adorable, it's adorable.
Yeah, exactly. Right, now, okay. What was the other thing that I just... Oh, and I was also going to think about whether or not I was going to do the the windows today, because I did come up with a bit of a plan for the windows. I don't know if that's going to work. I don't know if my plan is going to happen.
Just want to get these fences done, and then I'll tell my story about the continued story of Shit Heap Airlines. So stick around and watch. So stick around watching the live stream to hear the comedy of Shit Heap Airlines in about 10 minutes.
The girls in the 80s would make the Lego horses kiss. Yeah, I know. I've lost my horses. I've lost my marbles. I've lost my horses. Have my horses run off together to be making out with each other? Is that where they've gone?
A lot of people have lost their marbles in the community lately.
Yeah. I don't think I'm alone, no. And fetch the imagination. Okay, right. We've got a palm tree. We've got parrots. What more do I need in my life? Oh, foliage. Shrubs. Okay. Paradisa trailer time again, Mayo. You're getting requests now, Mayo.
Huh?
Johnny G. Paradisa.
Okay, well, if you want to hear it again, Johnny.
Paradisa, Paradisa, sun is shining all day.
Because democracy is very important to the Mayo Hosko channel, and that's what you're going to get when you become a pledger on Patreon. So use the link in the description to come and pledge to me on Patreon. Because a lot of the decisions I've made around here have been dictated by the Patreon supporters, because the Patreon supporters voted for me to put the sticker on the plaque for the UCS Luke's Land Speeder, among other things, because I originally wasn't going to, but they voted for it. And right now I'm running a poll on my Patreon about what I should do with whole videos about Pick-a-Brick cups, because it's kind of awkward to do a whole segment on a live stream, much like what I just did a little while ago when I showed off the sets I bought to get the gift with purchase. So if you missed out on that, be sure to watch this live stream back on the replay. It's a little bit more hard to do that with a pab cup. So I'm asking something about what I should do with it. I'm not going to reveal because that's Patreon exclusive content.
Oh.
I'm going to use some pink plates on top of this with this white wall.
Yeah.
See how that looks.
We've got to get the pink in there, Mayo.
I haven't used a lot of plates in this build so far, and it's time to change that. I don't have a lot of pink plates. So who knows, maybe I might be able to use all of them and not have to use them ever again.
Still need more coffee, I think.
I'm going to use some flowers in these areas instead of trying to find 1x1 pieces, because I'm using all those 1x1 pieces for another mock in my supermarket.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I've been working on that for 5 years, and I've chopped and changed it so many times because it's just not top priority.
I know some mocks are like that, though, aren't they?
So we got the water, and we got the basketball hoop. That's on the inside curve of the slide, and this is a custom painted piece. Originally, it was magenta, just like this, but I painted it to look like the Paradisa pink.
Sometimes it's just got to be done.
Oh, 2 more comments. Hooray, people are actually still commenting. Eric says, one thing I remember about the Paradisa sets were the dolphins they had. Yes, there was, in some of the seaside sets they had dolphins, including Dolphin Point.
Well, that makes sense.
I am 21 years old, but I have the mind of a 42-year-old with all of the Lego stuff I talk about.
And I am the opposite. I'm 45-year-old, but I usually act like I'm 12.
And if Ozzy Adam Wicks was here, he'd say that I got a bruised hamstring because I'm 40, but I was playing Australian rules football like I was 20.
Oh, dear. Right. I found some more spring green pieces, but a lot of my spring green pieces that I want to use for like texture and garden and foliage and all of that type of stuff are like the little 1x1 round studs with the pin in them, because I think that was quite a popular part for like some of the uni kitty stuff. And I wasn't sure how I was going to make that work. But then I also realised that I have like lots of the Friends flower hairpins as extra parts. So I'm going to see if I can add these in with the Friends hairpin flowers as like a scattering of flowers across my mock, which hopefully will look kind of cool. We'll see. We'll see.
And so, the important question is, I know you've been doing other stuff lately, but are you going to be going live later?
I hope so. That's the plan, but we'll see. I don't know. No, I will. I am. I am planning to stream tonight.
Because
Nice.
I think the reason I bring it up is because one of these days, Alice, one of these days, I'm going to have to do a makeup session for the time that I slept through your live stream.
Oh yeah, we will.
Maybe because I was thinking, you know, if you don't have anything, actually, when we do the 8-hour live stream to wrap up or to have a closing ceremony to Paradisa month, you'll probably be too tired to go live.
Yeah, I won't be able to do 8 hours with you here, Mayo.
No, because you've got to take a break in between.
Yes.
Because I don't know how some people can stay on a live stream for 8 hours, but yeah, eventually you do need a break.
Yeah. Oh gosh, yes. Exactly.
Because I'm like, how does Makro Bricks want to stay up for 7 hours on my live stream at night? How does he want to do that?
I don't know how he does that. It's a feat of bottom line.
Yeah. What a man! What a man! What a man! What a man! A mighty good man.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't know.
And those who don't know, that's a Salt and Pepper song.
From like my school years.
Because when I do my own 8-hour live streams, even I just want to get off camera because it's so exhausting.
Okay. Oops. I keep losing my umbrellas.
The main reason I do it is because I want to see some of my British and European friends. Because Miss Amby told me she's got a Paradisa set that came in the mail. So I said, you know what? If you want to build it on Paradisa month, it would probably be best to build it on the 8-hour live stream at the end. And I know that Miss Bricks, she collects she collects friend sets. So I'm someone tell Miss Bricks if there is any friends sets or mocks that she wants to build, let her know that she's welcome on Paradisa month in the closing ceremony.
Yeah, Miss Amby and Miss Bricks are lovely humans as well.
Yeah. And they're part of the live stream gang, and it's very inconvenient for the both of them to be on. So I like to do 8-hour live streams at the end of the month if I can, to give to particularly give those two people an opportunity to jump on if they want to.
Exactly. It's time zones are hard, man.
Not if you're me.
Where I find them difficult. Can't do them. It's too hard.
Yeah, so we should just quit before we even begin, hey?
Gladiator Bricks is here. Hey, Gladiator.
Hey, Gladiator. I've lost all of my viewers to other people.
That doesn't matter.
Let's all tell them to end their own live stream so they can all come calling back to me. I hope everyone knows that I'm just playing with y'all.
Paradisa, Paradisa, sun is shining all day.
It's catchy.
It is. That's why we love it.
Yeah, you're always here. Yeah, I know exactly, Richard, because I know that a couple people are watching Dal because he's working on a really awesome mock. I caught some of his live stream before I jumped on him, and I'm like, yeah, Dal is just being Dal, which is being awesome. Yeah, I know that you like to do a lot of gaming. I'm gonna do some gaming on Twitch whenever I can figure out how to get up my Minecraft server. Because if anyone does play Minecraft and you want to play Minecraft with me, be sure to become a pledger on Patreon, and we'll fast track getting the Patreon only server going. Because it's a Patreon only server for the patrons, paid for by the patrons. I need some of those shutter style windows. Now let's bring this down so everyone can see the books on my table. I can't remember where they are. Because I used them in my mock of the Rolling Acres Ranch. People are blowing up on Microsoft Teams right now. Go away, people. Go away, Microsoft Teams.
Cool.
Oh yes, I want to try and include this juice bar that got displaced but also came with the set as a side build. Probably going to make it a little bit smaller, however.
Does anyone have strong feelings about a second shorter palm tree? Because I'm thinking that I might add one.
Going to try and make a custom one.
What? Who? Me making a custom palm tree? Yes.
If y'all were hanging around for part 2 of Paradisa month, you know that I put a palm tree in the poolside paradise.
Exactly. Oops.
I'm going to go without.
Palm trees are quite paradise-y, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. I'm going to go without I'm going to go without the shutter doors for now, but I'll have to include them sometime later. So until then, the change room is going to be a thunderbox without any covers to bear.
Uh-oh.
Cue the "Oh No" song from YouTube Shorts.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
Ah!
Oh, I can just. Oh, yeah, duh. I thought this reddish brown 2x6 plate was about to crack, but it's the paint getting sticky.
Oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, you reckon a second palm tree as well, Richard? Yeah, I think so. I've got a.
So I've changed. Actually, I need to change one more key. The paint is sticking. I'll have to clean up some of that paint some other time.
Yeah.
Because it was a messy job.
With the slide, do you mean, Mayo?
I painted some of the magenta slopes for the roof the same color as the stairs, as the slide. Because I prefer to paint it rather than buy them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes. Now that's the. Now I'm just going to build a very small staircase. I'm going to try and make a spiral staircase. I'm probably going to use just actually, perfect time to finally use some of the 1 meter tall some of the 1 meter tall what are they 2x4 bricks I've got in the pink. Now it's time to use them.
Is that Gladiator? Is that the game that you've been playing a lot of? Fallout.
Yeah, he does a lot of gaming live streams over on his channel. So if you like those gameplay type live streams, definitely subscribe to Gladiator Bricks Productions. He's a part of the live stream gang. If any of you didn't know.
Oh, Gladiator, the Avatar sets. That's a weird one because I wasn't going to get them. And then I saw Rich from Brick Scene build one of the sets on one of his live streams when I was working from home. And I fell in love with it. And now I want all of it.
That's what peer pressure will do.
I know. And then unfortunately, at the moment, I've got so many growing up responsibilities and bills to pay that I'm not too sure how I'm going to go about buying Lego over the next few weeks. So the Avatar sets might be a purchase towards the end of November, maybe. For me, anyway. Oh, Richard's saying that they're way overpriced. Yeah, I have found the Gladiator sets are better priced at Kmart and Big W over here for us in Australia, and I'm happier to pay those prices than the Lego prices. But I wasn't sure whether or not any other stores were going to get those sets or if they were going to be a Lego exclusive or not, blah, 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 So we'll see.
Now, this is a very fragile build, but I'm going to have to live with that. Richard, if you think that other people, when Daryl is done, will come over here, maybe you should be my ambassador. And get some people to raid once Daryl's done being awesome.
What are your thoughts on the Avatar sets, Gladiator? Oops.
And no one needs to ask me because I didn't care for the movie and I don't care about the sequel.
Well, it's not vintagey enough, Mayo.
No, it
doesn't fit your aesthetic.
No, I'm talking about the actual movie from 2009. It's just someone got inspired by the Simpsons characters that have blue hair, and they wanted to express and James Cameron wanted to express his fetish towards them. That's my opinion about the Avatar movie.
It's Simpsons fetish fanfic.
About the characters that have blue hair.
Definitely a take. Ah,
And if you disagree with me, you can all go away. No, just kidding. We love all of you guys.
we can have differences of opinions. We don't need to agree about everything. Oh dear.
So I'm going to try
Oh,
and make
Daryl,
this.
Eric's saying that Daryl's done.
Oh, okay. Fantastic. I hope he had a good time building his mock because he's got some of the best mocks going around.
Very talented.
And he made a really awesome. He got done recently building a really awesome skyscraper with some of the curved train track. And as a result, it's very stable. It's a very stable build. I like a lot of stuff that Daryl has made.
Yeah, he's a very talented builder. Yeah.
But probably as much as I am a vintage fan, I actually probably like trains a little bit more than vintage Lego. What was it? Some of the trackside, well, by far my favorite details in Darryl City is the stuff with the trackside details. Like he's got a lot of train signals that I believe he's trying to put some lighting inside if he hasn't done so already.
Cool.
And so it would be cool if Daryl can eventually get some light kits.
Hmm.
Some light kits that would change between the green, yellow, and red, especially around where he's got some switches. Because I know that he does have a couple sidings on his railway.
Yeah.
So it'd be cool to see if he could actually light those up. And I know that he's got some train. I know that he's got some train level crossings that I believe he's already lit up the signals at the boom gates, which is nice. But if he can actually get some of those signals for directional block control, that'd be over the top awesome. So I've just gotten done with these stairs and I'm somewhat satisfied with them.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that looks good.
Somewhat satisfied with them. Now I've got to make a support underneath to hold it up. I'm actually probably going to use some 2x4 bricks. Let me get some more of the white ones. And because of the way I'm working with this, I'm having to rest my arm on my knees.
Yeah, Richard's saying Daryl's traffic lights are second to none, real work in four-way intersections with red, yellow, and green traffic lights that actually change. Yeah, there's some amazing cities that light up, aren't there? And Daryl's is definitely one of them.
Yeah, because I know that Daryl has already lit up his intersection traffic lights for the directional flow of traffic. But I'll be amazed whenever he does that with his. I'll be amazed whenever he does that with his train signals. Because that's S tier mocking right there. Whenever he gets around to that.
Yeah.
S tier. trying to find a small plate to put underneath here. And so we can get the fence for the top of the stairs.
Oh.
And it's going to be a higher fence, double stacked. Because we don't want people falling off the high area
No,
and plunging to their eventual death.
exactly. No,
Because we don't want anyone getting sued for
exactly.
malpractice.
We don't want
Because
to.
unlike a lot of other soft people in this country, citizens of Mayo City are not afraid to sue in court.
I know.
Because Australia would be a lot more respectful if we actually took no crap from anyone and actually sued people to get what's ours. We need a better lawyers in this country. Ugh. It's fragile.
Yeah,
But I'm not-
Gladiator. Yeah, I like a lot of the new molds as well. I think that the idea of more avatar animals would be amazing. I agree with that. And same, Richard. I think one of the reasons why I like the avatar sets is because of the landscaping. I really miss having sets that have that sort of like organic, natural, magical sort of landscaping in them. And I definitely think that was one of my favourite parts of the elves sets, was having that sort of fantasy landscaping and plants and things.
Because you are a magical person, Ruth, and you're so magical that you don't care about the price. You just want the set to look beautiful.
Exactly. They just need to be pretty, and then I'm happy.
Yeah, when that's the wrong way to approach it, because the price is the only thing that matters.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because you can have the most beautiful set in the world, but no one's going to buy it.
Well, yeah, but not everything's for sale. Is it? I don't know. I don't know
Maybe-
why I made that comment.
Maybe not everything's for sale because Lego has realised that people are not going to suck up and pay a ridiculous price. Because there are apologists and defenders who will do that, and let them waste their own money while us smart people say, you know what, Lego, we don't like what you're charging. We're not going to pay into your coffers.
Exactly. But the good news is that I've never claimed to be a smart person, Mayo, so before I just spend money on nonsense.
I claim to be smart, so you don't have to.
Exactly. See, that's why we're mates.
Yeah, hashtag because we're mates. That reminds me of something every time someone says hashtag because we're mates.
Yeah, grip it, rip it, and flex it. That's. Oh, there you go.
Taz has such a good laugh.
And you have such a good laugh as well, because when you laugh, it's like you're on helium.
Yeah. Well, I try.
I'm getting really frustrated at this fragile build, but that's the price I pay for being cheap.
Exactly. Frustration is part of the fun, is it? Yeah. We're having more.
It'll be the end of me trying to get this thing figured out. I think I've got to add another plate up here. Because if we all want, if we all want beautiful Lego and everything to be beautiful, we got to subscribe to Ruth instead.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. No, I
Because do
do
you
like.
have any plugs?
No, what do you? No, I don't know, man. It's been a very strange year for me this year when it comes to YouTube Lego type stuff. So just trying to fit in Lego and life and all of those sorts of things has just been quite strange for me, to be honest. Like with my new job and all of that sort of thing, it's been a lot.
So you like jazz?
What do you mean?
That's just a reference to the bee moving.
Oh, no.
So you like jazz?
Uh,
I haven't seen the Hulkbuster yet, Richard, but I know people have been complaining about it. Which just regularly scheduled people complaining about Lego, like Lego does not realize people are going to complain about it.
right.
Okay, I think I've got this better. Got a little support under there to help out with the connection.
Okay.
Okay, that should do me a little bit better. Having that one extra support, will, having 3 1x1 bricks stacked up and 2 1x1 round plates underneath there should add for some extra support. I'm not even gonna attach that one to the stud because it's just too fragile. I'm just gonna leave it hanging there. So it's very loose building, but it's the best I'm gonna do for the given amount of space. And I just think the geometric configuration of having the round stairs and
Yeah.
the round slide just gives it a cool aesthetic.
I agree with that. I like the curve of both of the slide and the stairs. I think that looks really nice.
And also it saves on space having a curved stair.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
All right. So now I'm going to shrink down. I'm going to shrink down the. I'm going to shrink down the juice bar, but I'm going to keep the sticker because I want to use that sticker. Instead of having it 10 wide, I'm going to make it 6 wide. Go into this area right here. So we need. I'm going to need to get a different. We can keep that same knot element.
Right. Yeah, the avatar. I mean, the Hulkbuster is the Iron Man Hulk. Yeah, Hulkbuster. Yeah, that's a lot. Oh. Okay. Now, where's my little?
Actually, I'm going to change this so that I'm going to rotate this 90 degrees. I need a brick separator. Where's a brick separator when you need it?
Yeah. I've got loads of spare space.
I just found
We'll pass
a
it
dart.
over.
Yeah, just reach through the camera, just like that scene from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, I'm going to get rid of this section over here. Just because just don't have room for it. That's a sacrifice. And I just want to reiterate to everyone in the live stream game. Once Paradisa month is over, I'll be putting the public invitations back out into the game.
Exactly. That'll be good.
The reason I haven't done it this month is because Paradisa is such a niche subject, and the really only thing that's connected to it is friends, and not many people have anything to say about friends other than it's cool. So
Unless you're me. There's a lot to
or
say.
unless you're hey Aussie Adam Bricks, things are going very good. Because I've got the design of the curved of I'm building a water park right now, and I'm trying to engineer some stairs, but it's just not working out the way I want it because I'm too cheap to make it more fragile. Oh, and Taz, if you're still around, let me know if you're not busy and you want to come on. Because if you're not doing anything, we'd love to have you. But if you're still busy, take the time to get things done properly so that you don't drop any more Lego. Because some people who have been paying attention to Tasman's content knows that he's dropped some Lego,
amongst other things.
Yeah, that's just what happens when you have to move into a new house.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I'll just send you. I'll just send you out in invite Taz. If you're busy, you're busy. If you're not busy, then you're not busy. And Ingrid, if Ingrid's still out there, you still have an invitation, Ingrid, because Ingrid said that she's got friend sets that she needs to build or disassemble. So yeah, we'll see what goes on there. Yeah, lighthouses are a big pain right now. And at the moment Adam came in, I guess this stinger can be for when Adam comes in.
I did, however, I did fill the swear jar quicker than what Mrs. Taz did last night when I dropped a fart and woke her up. I filled that swear jar in seconds. It was full, overflowing full. I was not a happy Tassie.
That was so funny. Oh, bless. I don't know.
They are very funny. Because for those who do not know, oopsie, I built this one star in too far. Because for those who do not know, Tasman Bricks and Matt from Brooks Bricks, they have an appreciation for Paradisa because it's the era that they grew up in.
Mm. I know there's a lot to be said about nostalgia things, isn't there?
Because I believe they were both either teenagers or tweenagers when the Paradisa sets came out. Hard to believe it's been 30 years.
Yeah, I know. Oh. I know my brother came over for like dinner and stuff last night, and we were talking about Twin Peaks and how much nostalgia that has for both of us because we were both in high school when Twin Peaks first came out. Having a little reminisce down memory lane about some of our favourite films and shows and stuff from when we were in high school. Right.
I'm gonna make this a little bit more thinner and a little bit less deep as well to fit on a smaller area.
Cool. I'm just losing my shrubs.
We can put this right here. Yeah, we can put this right here. And I like having all the different types of roofs. If I can get it in,
Oh, yeah,
see the
cool.
different roof slopes.
Yeah, that looks awesome though.
Because that's just something that reminds me of not only Paradisa sets, but also those change rooms that you get on the beaches in England. That's a very British thing to do, is go and change into your bathing suit into those change rooms that aren't made out of concrete and are on the pavement above the beach. They're actually made out of wood and they're on the sand. That's what I just like, that aesthetic, seeing the rise and fall of the different roofs for those change rooms. That's what it reminds me of, and I like that look. So we're not going to have any room for any lounge chairs, so that's going to have to be an omission. But oh well. It's more important for me to have this other stuff in here. Yeah, so there's going to be the tiniest. Actually, probably. I'm probably going to have to decrease the depth of this because it's just not going to work out. I'm going to quickly switch this up. Because the depth perception is just not good enough.
Yep. Right, I've just been focusing on foliage.
So what part of the mock are you building right now?
Well, I've just been focusing on foliage, but I've kind of got back to a point where I actually quite just like how it's coming along. So, can do another little show and tell.
Yeah, I'll put you on the big screen because I don't think Gladiator and Adam have seen you on the big screen yet.
Cool. Right. So this is the what one's this? The Country Club, Mayo?
Yeah, from 1996.
So today I did get my Bricklink order in on Thursday evening, so I added in some of my Bricklink parts this morning. But since then, I've added in two lovely lovebirdy parrots over here, a blue one and a pink one. I've got my palm trees in place as well, so that's going on over here, which is sort of reminiscent to the original build. I have added in a few like lime plates as well in the garden area, just to sort of like change up the textures, change up the colour, add in a little bit more detail. And then I've been adding in a lot of like the spring green 1x1 studs that I've got with a whole heap of like little pink flowers. And then as I was going through in my parts tray over there that I've used, like that I got from the Dots set, I noticed that I had 2 of these dark pink buckets. And originally in the original build, they had these buckets hanging off their balcony area, but the bucket was blue and the flowers were pink. So I've just inverted that. So I've just popped in the dark pink bucket with the blue flowers and stuff. So yeah, it's coming along. I'm quite happy with how it's sort of looking. So obviously I need to add in another horse in the paddock, and then I want to do another horse with like the little buggy on the back of it, which is also part of the original build. I do still need a few more parts for my building over here. And so this side is like the bar area. So I will want to put in like a blender and a few like little cocktails and things like that going on over here. And then this side of the country club will be like a lounge area. So I do have a coffee table there at the moment. And then these 2 like little spinny plates will have lounge chairs on them. And then last week I also added in like a little terrarium thing as well. And this floor will also probably need to be tiled or something, plates added or something to add in a little bit more detail to that. Yeah, too. So yeah, it's getting there. And then I'll also have to just figure out the roof, which is what I might move on to sort of now and think about where I want to put in a few more pillars, and then how I'm going to get like the nice like roof shape from the original build as well. So when I put in my bricklink order for my white telescopes to finish off my fencing, some curved plates over here, pink plates to this roof, a couple of arches to go above the windows, I can also figure out what roof I need. Oh, hey Joseph, how you going? It's lovely to have you. I was just doing a little show and tell about my box so and then
hey Joseph, I'll let you finish and then we'll say hello to some people.
Oh, yeah, no, that's okay. I'm pretty much done. I'm just out rambling.
Keep going. You were saying something. We enjoy hearing your rambling.
Oh, I was just saying that I did swap out some of the flowers as well, because I do have a weird thing about wanting like consistent flowers and plant life across things, because I think that then that makes it look, I don't know, more realistic or something. So yeah, I can hear a little bit of feedback as well, Richard. I don't know why that's happening. Shall I mute and then come back in again and see if that helps?
Yeah, and while Ruth is doing that, I'll take her off full screen because she's doing some very impressive stuff. And I'll say hello to Mikey J. Hey, Mikey J. And say hello to Joseph D27. Hey, Joseph. I'm still here. Just had Ruth on the full screen because every hour or every half hour, it's good to get a little bit of a progress update because she's been busy building quite a big mock of quite a big Paradisa set. I believe it was the largest Paradisa set at the country club by piece count or by volume. I can't remember. And we're back up to double-digit viewers, so that's good. I was kind of down in the dumps when we got... on the inside, I was down in the dumps when we dropped down to 4 people, but now we're back up to double digits, so that's good.
Yeah.
Because I am all about the money. I unapologetically do YouTube for the money.
It's all about a numbers game.
Yeah, it's all about the numbers because I am driven by money, and the reason I am driven by money is because I enjoy showing off the different content I do, and if I'm able to turn this into a side hustle, I can buy more things to build on live. I can buy more things to build on live streams, and the more different things I can build on a live stream, the more conversations I can have with other people in the community, and the more fun we can all have together. And that's why I have a bunch of people I trust to come onto camera, and we've all had a bunch of good conversations in the past. So Shout out to the live stream gang over there. But I think I'm pretty much done with this. It's not going to stay. It's not going to stay on this regular green base plate. Eventually, I'll try to find a bright green, a bright light green base plate, 32 by 16, or I will cut one of my bright green. Yes, there is a difference between bright and bright light green. There is a difference because I'll actually it'll probably be most likely cutting a bright green base plate so I can cut it and then I can paint it in the medium green. So I think I'm all good with this. I think I'm all good with this water park. Minimal amount. Actually, I will add a palm. I will add these two. Well, I will add this. Actually, I got a couple. For oh no, I already used them on my mock of the Breezeway Cafe. If anyone hasn't seen that, go back and watch the first 3 parts of Paradisa month to get up to date. So I'm going to add this leaf up the top because once I'm done with the builds, that's where I can add all of the foliage I like to add to these things. So we're going to add a palm. I'm going to add a palm leaf. Oh, here are the shutters I needed. Let me go get those shutters.
Right. How many of these?
I literally just noticed them out the corner of my eye. So I'm going to change this up to incorporate those shutters. Change up this build.
Oh, no.
So I will salvage some pieces in here.
Oh, lots of hellos.
Yeah, there's hellos going all over the place.
Yeah.
Actually, what I'll do is, since I've got an area of a stack of stacks of 3 1x2 bricks I need to do, I will use that opportunity to add some more of the bright light pink 1x2 plates to get more pink in there.
Right, now.
So I hope everyone's having a good day or good night wherever you are in the world. I hope everyone's enjoying Paradisa month.
Paradisa, Paradisa, sun is shining all day.
And I need to go up and get another graphic. Where are we? Yeah. Come on! Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell.
The Octane Man reminds you to subscribe to Mayo Hosko.
Because when we get to 450 subscribers, which is 24 away, we will be building the Daily Bugle. When we get to 500 subscribers, we will be building the 90th anniversary castle. So help me get there by sharing this video with your friends, sharing this channel with your friends, so that we can bring more people over here, get more people to subscribe, and then we'll build a whole bunch more awesome Lego sets. And I won't be surprised if there are some people here that have not seen that old the Paradisa jingle yet.
But they will by the end of October, Mayo.
Yeah. And just to reiterate, the next live, part 5 of Paradisa month is the closing ceremony, which means it is an 8-hour live. Which means it is an 8-hour live stream. Miss Amby has already confirmed that she wants to come on and build a Paradisa set for a Paradisa set for Paradisa month. So that bodes well for me because we don't expect well, whenever I do 8-hour live streams, I don't expect panelists to be there for the whole time. So that means that Ruth can hand it over to someone who can then hand it over to Miss Amby.
Exactly.
Because I always like to have a consistent partner in there. Because what I realized is that since my because my live streams, wait, when is it? I need to get the clock out again because I'm confusing myself.
Yeah, don't do that. It's not recommended.
Oh yeah, that's because the reason I'm confusing myself is because wait, no, that shouldn't be a confusion at all. This live stream would have started at it's still started, yeah. So because right now these live streams start at 2 a.m. for people in England. So people in England waking up on a Saturday morning, i.e. Miss Amby and Miss Bricks, if they want to come on, they can wake up at 7 and they can hang out with me until 10. Because that's what Miss Bricks and Miss Amby have both done in the past. And some people might remember that live stream where me and Miss Bricks were diligently sorting our pieces. And there was a lot of silence in there because we were so focused and we both got a lot of stuff done. Because Miss Bricks definitely always has something to sort and I always have something to sort as well.
Exactly. Sometimes it's just nice to have a peaceful stream, though, I think.
Yeah. And so, oh, cool. We're back up to double-digit viewers again. We have a Chip of the Old Block. Hey, Chip. Sorry, a Chip of the Old Block Toys. Hey, Chip. Check your Instagram again because I finished watching all of your city updates, all 52 of them, because I binge watched them. I know you were responding to some of my comments. If you're desperate for a marketing partner, I know a few ways that I can do some services to help market your channel. And services that are free of charge. So I hope everyone is enjoying Paradisa month.
Paradisa, Paradisa, sun is shining all day.
I've just found some curved bricks that I needed. They were in my sorting tray. Yay! One less thing that I need to order from Bricklink. Oh, you have these sets, do you, Chip? Oh my gosh, that's so cool. That's so exciting. Yeah, I don't have any Paradisa, which is why I'm mocking mine.
Me neither, which is why I mocked 3 Paradisa sets and the Breezeway Cafe with pink instead of red.
Joseph saying Paradisa pink bricks. Yeah, I know. I don't. I'm having to substitute. Okay.
Actually, I need to take these stairs apart anyway because I noticed that one of those bricks has an eye on it.
Oh, your favourite is the Sand Dollar Cafe chip.
Yes, that's my favourite Paradisa set too, the Sandor Cafe, because of the base plate and the way that it's got the curved glass in there. It very much reminds me of beach cafes and kiosks I went to as a young child. And I hate to say that I was and even though I will say that I was forced by my will, well, I was forced by my parents to go to the beach. I was forced. Those are the memories that most stick out to me whenever I had an ice cream on the beach.
Yeah.
And whenever I'm in the area, when I'm going to one of the Kmart stores, because in Australia we still have Kmart because Kmart Australia is not the same business model as Kmart USA. When I go to Kmart, or when someone's driving around and when one of my parents is doing some errands in down by the seaside, if there's a Lego set I want to get from Kmart, I'll go along with them, and then I'll go get an ice cream by the beach, because a Golden North, which is the proudly South Australian ice cream manufacturer, they have a really good rainbow flavour that's better than the Streets rainbow, and it's better, I think, better than the Peters rainbow. And for those who don't know, Streets is the Australian version of the Heartland, because different countries have different names for ice creams that are under the umbrella of the Heartland logo. And Peters is an Australian ice cream brand owned by a Nestle.
Oh, Joseph, how could I forget? Hi, Pucky. Yeah, I don't know where Pucky is. He's off doing stuff.
I'm sick of this.
Mayo's hitting his limit, guys. We've got to cheer him on.
Because maybe it's better if I work instead of a bottom up approach. Maybe it's better if I work from a top down, because some math in here is just not working out. I thought I had the math right, but then I was like, yeah, that's going to be an illegal build technique. I think what I got to do is I got to add in some extra 1x2. Add in some extra 1x2 tiles to help brace that fall. So definitely cheer me on in the chat so that I don't go insane trying to figure out this math.
Exactly.
Go insane, but I know that there are other people who have gone insane much harder than me. And I believe I had something somewhere about someone going insane, but I just can't remember what I did with it.
I think Taz can jump in if you want to send Taz an invite, mate.
Yeah, I've already Taz. I did send you. Yeah, I did send you one. So Taz, if you want to jump on in here for the last hour, feel free to do so. I'm going to upload. I'm going to go to Blend. I'm going to add a new clip, and I'm going to. I've got to add something. I'm gonna add. Oh yes. I'm just gonna mute myself and turn off my camera. So while I figure out how to insert something. So I'll just put Ruth on full screen so that no one's paying interest in me.
And you'll all be pleased to know that after ordering in a second one of these and waiting 9 days for it to arrive, I've decided that I don't like two of them next to each other. So I'm changing my mock just to have one. But that's just the way that I tend to build. Unfortunately, I usually just I need to see it in order to build it. Oh, Trip of the Old Block. No, a new sand dollar cafe on eBay is only running at nearly $500 US. Oh my gosh, no, that's too much. It's too much. That's why we need to mock Paradisa. That's why this whole month is in existence. Right. Let's put my coffee cup to one side. Now, what else do I need? Oh, I need a second one of those. Let me just disappear under my table for a bit. Right, I need another one of those to go in here. Now, this is the problem when you don't. The problem when you don't sort your Lego.
Okay, I'm back. So. Yeah, I am going to stay calm because I know there was a way to figure this out, but but I know that a lot of people get frustrated when they're building mocks, but that's part of the process, and it's enjoyable. I say it's enjoyable to figure it out because, like I said earlier, smart people figure it out. So if you missed out when I said that, feel free to watch this live stream on the replay #replay game. But sometimes when people get frustrated, they just want to go like this.
Oh God, that's a lot.
Yeah. And no surprise that person got banned on YouTube. No surprise at all.
Well, I'm more concerned about how his mental health's going.
Yeah. A lot of people still are. That was 5 years ago now. Wow. But the community, the Thomas the Tank Engine community spoke, and that devil is gone. I always use that as an example for people who go insane. And it's an example I try not to live by.
No. Right, now, okay.
Now, do I have one more bright light orange 1x2 tile? I don't think I do. Unless I have one over here. Oh, yes, I do. A part of a seesaw. Or a teeter-totter. Or, I forget some of the other names that some people in the US call it.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that should make things better. Just adding that, and because it's a tile, there is a little bit of sliding room, so I can offset it by half a stud if I want to, which would make for a smoother transition. This is a little bit flimsy. Still a little bit flimsy, but it's just a little bit stronger, and just adding that little bit extra strength makes all the difference.
Can do.
So I think I've got to get this pillar on these stairs to be halfway down. If I can line this up. Maybe I should put the pillar down first and see if I can then attach it. No, this has to go a little bit over.
Well, okay.
So, because that's the right height. So I wanted to go here. Maybe if I.
Yeah,
There should be a better way to do this, but I just don't want to invest in the pieces.
no, exactly. Well, you know.
Because Lego is expensive and sometimes we do have to go the cheap way out.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, this is going to be the death of me.
Like, that's the challenge of block building. Like,
It really is. You're so right. You're so right.
Right, well, it's all part of the fun and intensity.
I feel like Taz not being able to finish his lighthouse.
So, don't go in that direction. Nobody wants that energy in their life.
Okay, maybe I've got to add another brick there.
Oh dear.
I think that's the right height. So I am going to go back to the
Oh. Hucky's back though, so he's on the sofa again now.
Oh. There's a lot of illegal, quote-unquote illegal building techniques going on right here.
I'm not going to say anything to anyone about that, Mayo. It's going to be our secret.
Yeah, it'll be our little secret.
Exactly. Nobody needs to know about illegal build techniques aside from us.
Okay, I think I've finally got it on its post.
Right.
Actually, what I'm going to do is instead of it being there, I'm going to see if I can get a. I think I'm going to have to do this part on the outside, and we do have Taz, so let's bring him in for the last 50 minutes.
G'day, everyone. How you going?
Hey, Taz, how are you?
Mayo and Adora Build. G'day, Ruth. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. Very, very good.
Genuine love and affection, Ruth. Hope you had a great weekend last weekend as well.
Yeah, oh, yeah, it was fun.
That's awesome, mate. Has these I found out today, and I'm a little bit upset about it, but I'll pull through. Much like yourself there, Ruth, I neglected to get cash out this week. So when the ice cream truck comes past, and it is only a matter of minutes,
no!
I too will have to just sit by and watch it drive idly past my house.
What has our minds gone to, Taz?
I know it is not.
We're
it is
really
not right.
letting ourselves down.
I know. I'm not happy about it at all.
No.
I'm
It's
quite
ridiculous.
hurt, and bugger the ice creams that I've already got in the freezer. They just don't hold a candle to a soft serve dipped in chocolate with nuts and a Cadbury's flake just to go with it.
Exactly. The only change that I would make is sprinkles instead of nuts.
See, that's all right though. We all have our desired toppings. Mine is crushed nuts with the Ice Magic chocolate and
No, it's
the
crushed
caramel
nuts. It's crushed nuts with a chiquito that has crunchy balls.
But there we go. It's been good times. However, this week's been a little bit of a more of a shining light as my Winter Village Main Street set made it to the Tasman Bricks house. So very happy about that.
Oh, that's excellent. That's very exciting
It's a
news.
cool set. Very happy with it. So there we go. Oh, and Adora Build, you got much praise in the Stud and the Dud stream this morning, as we had a very special guest for the first time to ever grace the Stud and the Dud show, and she knows she's welcome back anytime, and she said she'd love to be back on again. We had Amberlaya Builds, who is very familiar with your channel.
Yes,
She's a sweetheart,
amazing.
and we had a really good
Absolutely
time getting to know her as well. So you were one of the first YouTubers I mentioned, as far as, you know, one of the awesome Australian Lego YouTubers. And I did ask her, I said, are you familiar with Adora Build? She's like, my daughter loves Adora Build. I'm like, oh, that's adorable.
Yeah.
That's the first place I ever saw Amberlaya chatting was on Adore Bill's channel.
Yeah, no, she was awesome. We had a really cool time. So
Hey.
you were in our thoughts this morning, Ruth, and I'm sure you were sleeping in because it would have been very early over there in WA this morning. So
Yeah, I literally woke up at about 10 to 9.
yeah.
And I was like, oh, Paradisa streams. And then I also have a very funny feeling that I was meant to be on London Calling last night with Greg.
Yes, actually, I woke up just before Greg said on London Calling, not something along the lines of if anyone can get the message out to Adore Build, something I can't remember. So I'll do it. I'll do it to help Greg and say that they did, and say that Greg did mention.
I got flim-flammed by time zones and I'm confused. And,
Sounds like Aussie Adam Bricks might need to do a special presentation for you, Ruth, like he did for us on Stud and the Dud. So we got our time zones correct.
And it looks like you might have to have It looks like if Aussie Adam Bricks is still here, he might have to send someone else to detention.
Yes, YouTube didn't like that I used the word detention in my last Friday night's detention stream because I was naughty, so I put myself in the naughty corner. And technically,
is that because of detention centres that torture people and
quite
stuff?
quite possibly. So Aussie Adam came up with a much more fun name for what I was calling the Friday night detention stream. He's called it the behaviour altering fun time session. Gold name, by the way. Love it.
Don't hear time zones. Aussie Adam, I can't understand time zones. They're too hard and I don't like them and I don't want to do them.
They're easy for me because I'm used to it.
Yeah, I got bamboo, and then again, I woke up and I checked Instagram and I saw that Greg shared a post going, Adora Build's going to be on London Calling, and I was like, oh no.
Upper days.
Sorry, Greg.
Yeah, because
pesky time zones.
Yeah, those pesky time zones.
Yeah, grip it, rip it, and flex it. That's. Oh, there you go. Yes, time zones. You got to love them.
Time zones.
They are.
So, I've been meaning to ask this. Where did you get those blue sorting trays?
Mrs. Taz got them from a bookstore that a lot of bookstores that are in our area also sell puzzles, and I'm sure they probably do elsewhere as well. But they had them in stock at the time, so she grabbed 2 boxes of them. I haven't had them back since, actually. But they're cool. I like them. They're
Yeah, no,
they're
no,
handy for just
awesome.
doing like little sets and stuff like that. Because I can just spread the parts out a little bit more, makes it a bit easier just to um, do that. And when I'm over at the build table and I'm doing some heavy part sorting, I can just sub sort real quick. And for me, it's quick. It's what works for me. As my as I am now, but an old fart. As
In the
my
buffet
my
club.
age bracket was pointed out in the stream, I did the maths and went, "Oh, crap! It has been that long since Paradisa was released. Wow, I'm old."
Yeah,
So-
30, for over 30 years, Paradisa has been delighting millions of people throughout the world.
Well, to show my age even more, I wasn't even a teenager when Paradisa. I was close to teenage years when Paradisa, was released when I was a kid. But the I can always forget the name of it. The Poolside Paradise.
Yes,
That one
the Poolside Paradise.
by far is one of my favorites. And yeah, hoping to acquire it soon. Just got to keep saving a few more pennies, but hoping to actually acquire it very soon. So looking forward to that. It's a set that's been on my mind for a while, and yeah, looking forward to being able to get that set. But it just shows my age a bit now. I'm like, oh geez, anyway.
So have you ordered that in the mail?
Through a very, very special mate who knows that I'm a Paradisa fan as well. He found it and has put it aside, and I've just got to finish the last few pennies that I need to find, and I'll be able to acquire said set.
I'm just going to be cleaning up for the rest of the live stream because I'm done. I faced the difficulties, and I think I'm more happier with the stability of these stairs now. And so this has a nice little courtyard for people to change into their waterproof undergarments and get a cocktail before they go for a swim, because as everyone knows, if you're anything about Paradisa sets, it's a bunch of people who like to get drunk and eat ice cream.
I tell you what, sometimes that doesn't sound like a bad idea at all, to be quite honest.
They're living the dream, man. They're living the dream.
So I'm sitting there for a while thinking, you know what? Bloody capital idea, that is.
I don't know what's happening with my Paradisa roof situation here, but
So did you have the Poolside Paradise growing up, or did you just see it in the catalogs and be like, you know what, that's a really cool set?
I saw it in stores back when I was the age of wanting to be able to have that set. Finances were much harder to come by back then, so it was one that sort of kept escaping. And now that I'm an adult, I can finally afford it. It's just that as you get older, as we all know, especially with vintage, whether it's Lego, antiques, anything like that, they always cost a lot more. And unfortunately, that's what happens. And yeah, but I'm glad I'm able to get the opportunity to get the set. So yeah, looking forward to being able to do that. But unfortunately, just at the time when I would have wanted it as a kid, we just simply couldn't afford it.
yeah.
All those sets I would stare at in the catalogs, it wasn't because I couldn't afford them, it was because they were old catalogs.
Yeah.
Not for me, they weren't.
Because
I lived
I've said
through
it-
it, mate.
I've
I
said
lived
it-
through it.
I've said it before, but I inherited a bunch of sets from my brother, who was born in 1985. Among other things, Space Police 2 and Ice Planet, which were from the early 90s, and a whole bunch of other small town sets, and a bunch of the first generation road base plates, which is the main fabric of the roads in Mayo City. And I was like, well, why aren't so that's how I got my Lego collection started. And then when I got some of these Lego City sets, i.e. the hospital and the airport that got released in 2006, and I looked at the instructions and I saw some of the other sets available, I'm like, why can't I see some of these other sets in there? And I had the 2006 Lego catalog and the 2009 and 2010 catalogs, and I was like, why can't I see those sets that are in these other catalogs? And then I realized years later, I was like, oh, they were long retired before 2005.
That's great. Make us feel old, dude. Make us feel old.
Yeah, they were long retired before 2005, and it was in 2011 when I finally realized it. So it took me. So I was 10. Granted, I was only 10 in 2011. Yet I have the Lego mind of someone double my age.
To be that young again.
Oh no. Oh no. It's a thing. Oh my gosh.
So for those who don't know, that's where my appreciation for vintage Lego comes from.
Well, always
Because
nice
there are
to know
still people
where it comes
that
from.
don't know, and there are still people who think I'm in my 30s or my 40s.
Oh, my son's got one more year and then he starts high school. So just to put it in perspective.
Oh my god.
I know. Jeez. It's yeah.
They grow up so fast.
Mm-hmm. They certainly do. But look, it's fun being able to watch them grow up, and right now they're having some free time, as we call it. They're just getting to chill out and just enjoy being kids, whether they're watching. My son, he loves Minecraft, but he also likes watching other people who enjoy Minecraft and have their channels, and so he'll get fully engrossed into that. My daughter will sit and draw and have something on Disney Plus or YouTube Kids or something like that. So trying to give them just a little bit of, they helped me do some jobs around the house this afternoon. I got a few little chores out of the way, and it's like, well, they helped, and now they can go back and have some free time. So
Exactly. And sometimes it is very much that whole thing of if everyone just pitches in for a bit, then things happen faster and then everyone gets to relax.
that's what I said to them. So the quicker we get this done, we can all go back to doing what we were doing before.
Yeah, which is eating ice cream and getting drunk on the beach.
If only.
Yeah.
If only, Ruth. If
Only dream. Can only dream.
If only.
Because sometimes we all just want to be those minifigs relaxing on the beach in the $10 cafe set.
Not a bad way to spend a Saturday.
No, exactly.
I just want to feel the breeze.
Hang on. Sorry, Mayo, I got to interrupt. Ruth, guess what I'm hearing coming down the street?
Run!
I've got no money.
Oh, no money.
It is literally coming down my street right now. Oh, just the humanity, the pain. Why? Oh.
But guess who had over $5,000? But guess who had over $5,000 in their bank account before they bought expensive Lego?
No. It's just I forgot to take cash out. See, the FPOS machine and the ice cream truck at the moment's not working, so it's cash only. I do have money, I just don't have cash.
I know. That's my problem every week. I'm just going, if he had an FPOS machine in his ice cream truck, I tell you what, I would have a lot less cash. A lot less money.
That's true, yeah. Same.
It'd be a lot wealthier. I could easily
Yeah.
cover the cost of his FPOS machine merch fees.
Oh yeah.
I think as soon as Taz started telling that exciting story about ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. We got 2 viewers back.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, Eric, absolutely.
There's the truck.
Oh, the pain of it, Taz. The
Oh
pain.
mate, I tell you, it hurts. I did, however, I did fill the swear jar quicker than what Mrs. Taz did last night when I dropped a fart and woke her up. I filled that swear jar in seconds. It was full, overflowing full. I was not a happy Tassie. It's charming and, well, not charming of my actions from the other night, but yes,
Thanks
Mrs.
for
Taz was
bringing it
not
up,
new.
Eric.
Yeah, Mrs. Taz
A solid afternoon.
oh yeah, drinking wine and ice cream on a beach. That, hell yeah, it's a solid afternoon. Happy days.
Exactly.
Well, what I will do, I will raise a glass to that. I will take out the lightsaber, and I will put a glass of refreshing Fanta, and raise a glass and say cheers.
Oh, cheers.
Cheers. Chink.
I have a coffee, so I mean that's my set's falling apart left, right, and centre.
Ruth woke up.
All right. Well, look, to put it in some context of what happened, and without sort of trying to be too graphic in detail. Last night, as I went to bed, Thursday night. Good old time zones again, but Thursday night, I finished building. Started on my new layout, by the way, so very happy about that. So obviously, I was so happy and very relaxed when I went to bed. Now, Mrs. Taz at this time, she's fast asleep. She had to work the next day, so that's important. So Mrs. Taz is fast asleep. I came to bed quietly, I might add, like a church mouse.
Is it
very quietly?
Yeah. Just a quick question: is that a normal quiet or a man quiet?
Oh, I was trying to be extra quiet because I knew Mrs. Taz had to get up early the next day. So I was trying to be...
I'm thinking that it might be a man quiet, which isn't quite the same thing as an actual being quiet.
You are right on that, Ruth. It is hard for us to sometimes distinguish the difference between quiet and mean quiet. I was, however, sincerely, genuinely trying to be quiet.
Making an effort.
I was making an effort.
Sometimes
apparently,
making an effort is enough.
Well, apparently there was efforts being made elsewhere, where once I finally settled in and got comfortable, a passing of wind happened. Unfortunately, it was so loud that it woke Mrs. Taz up from her slumber.
Exactly, Larry. Man quiet equals a ruckus.
Oh, well, the said passing of wind was enough to cause a ruckus, and it indeed woke Mrs. Taz up. She was far from amused.
And to segue off of that, guess why I just had to mute myself.
I don't know. Mayo, tell us.
I think before we say hello to Larry Legend, thanks for being here, Larry. Oh my God!
I don't think a person's listening on that. Clearly, people need to eat more tasty and exciting meals.
Healthier food options.
A wide variety of food
That's
options.
the reason I just had to mute myself, and this is also the reason why I just had to mute myself. Just a little.
Just living your
Half
best
of air going out of the rear. So
exactly,
so
Larry.
finally,
Exactly.
yeah.
Living the
So So finally, for the kind folks at Friday Night Bricks, whenever someone from there comes over here, we have a stinger.
Seriously. Hinkle, hinkle, hinkle. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. That's hilarious, Mayo. I love that.
Thanks, Mayo.
Oh, there you go.
Anytime I can find a stinger for people, I'm going to do it. Yeah. So something I was going to say earlier, and that I kind of forgot about because I was distracted with these stairs, and it's actually now fitting that Taz is here. So what I was trying to say earlier is that so I've already explained my reasons for extending this by four studs, yada yada yada. Taz loves this set. I have a short about it. Shit heap airlines, yada yada yada. We've already heard that story, but I wanted there to be two different passenger planes in my city. One to compete with one another, and so I've already I said it earlier. The pop princesses in Australia are Kylie Minogue and Delta Goodrem. The pop princesses in the US are Britney Spears and Madonna. In the US, they have Delta Airlines. So in Mayo City, we have Kylie Airways.
There we go.
So Kylie Airways shows up how shit heap airlines are so shit heap at their airlines.
Oh yeah, Flight from Hell. That one was not happy at all. Like I'm sure, Ruth, you could probably understand the frustration as well. When it's like, I wanted to make the pilot of Shit Heap Airlines sound complete bogan. It's like, yeah, g'day, ladies and gents. Yeah, we couldn't give the furry hairs of a rat's behind that we got you late to your destination. Look, if you want to put in a complaint, we couldn't really give a crap. But hey, you'll find our complaints department, which, by the way, is a paper shredder. It's sitting in the corner of the abandoned hangar that we've hired for today's flight. Thanks for choosing Shit Heap Airlines. Have a great day. As far as the the pilot for Shit Heap Airlines, but oh mate, it was what a.
We're just going to keep this joke going. Hey, Eric, let's do it.
You gotta love it, eh? Anyway, but yes, good times. No decals on the aircraft because they really just don't want people to fly with them. So
To find
fly at your own risk.
Yeah, no decals.
I don't know for sure, Taz, but I'm fairly confident that was probably an airline that was trafficking drugs.
Probably was because it was and I'll stress the word for partner airline. Partner airline. It's like, yeah, good times.
I get my good daily dose of fiber and a protein boost from an Atkins bar. When I go to university in the morning, I eat an Atkins bar.
An Atkins bar. Can't say I've
Good dose of fiber and protein. And sometimes when you gotta go and you need some fiber. But what more Australians need is not fiber from an Atkins bar. They need fiber from a telecommunications company.
That's true. So yes, I that's why I was in again. I was in the behaviour altering fun time session last night because I had awoken Mrs. Taz from her slumber. Not a happy Mrs. Taz at all. But would she agree that I need more fibre at this stage? Probably not. But who knows?
I need some more fiber. I need some more RAM. I need some more C and GPU. I need some more pixels per second. I've got enough frame rate and resolution, however.
Well, what we also need is more Adora builds. So don't forget 11 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time tonight. For those of us over observing said daylight savings mode, Adora build live on YouTube. There you go. See, what a nice segue, Ruth.
And while you're at it, is there any plugs that you want to do, Taz?
The hour
Hour of
right
Power.
before the Adora build stream. It's the best way to kick off your evenings.
Yes, it
I
is. Ruth.
usually have like a nice little dinner. I sit down and have a few laughs watching the Hour of Power, and then I click on the go live button.
See, it's nice, and Ruth, you know you're welcome anytime as well. But it is nice to be able to relax and then chill out, which is what I like to use the Saturday night stream for as well. And then we
Exactly.
can relax some more over on your channel.
Exactly, it's so much fun. It's a lovely,
It is. It's a great way
lovely
to
spend your weekend. Mayo in the mornings, Taz in the evenings, cozy chats with me.
It's a great lineup.
It is indeedios.
We like to support our mates and that as well. And you know, as like I said on Starting the Dud, we had I made sure everybody remembered that we had Paradisa month here on Mayo's channel. What a great month it's been too. I am a genuine fan of Paradisa. There are sets that that are on my bucket list to get as far as, you know, or my unicorn list of sets, but finances at the moment a little bit hard to come by, so I'm doing what I can. So I'm aiming for the sets that I really, really, really want.
Yep.
And will be happy to just admire the other sets from afar, the ones that I can't afford or can't find, or have to get from another country and pay exuberant shipping fees to get it into Australia.
Yep.
So, some I'll have to enjoy from afar and admire from afar. But at least one or two of them I'll be able to get in reality. So that will be nice. It's not an easy thing. It is. Sometimes it does get a bit difficult to have to try and sort of do that. It's a shame, but you know, I find other ways to go, well, I'm not going to completely miss out. Let's just focus on the sets that I can afford. Worry about them, and then the other ones, I'll just have the memories.
Hey, Zizu. It's nice to see you, buddy. I hope that you've been well.
Hey, it's been a while,
Hey,
Zizu.
How you going, buddy?
Hey, Zizu.
Yeah,
Another member of the live stream gang, but not a part of the buffet club. So everyone, where are we? I hope you're enjoying Paradisa month.
Paradisa, Paradisa, sun is shining all day.
Don't forget to like. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell.
The Octane Man reminds you to subscribe to Mayo Hosko.
Now, see, I would love to get copyright or access to, or pay the fee if I could ever afford it, to be able to obtain the legal access to the lyrics of a very well-known Australian country song called The Outback Club by one Lee Kernaghan. But because the lyrics to that are, you know, we're all members of the Outback Club, I'd love to be able to change it to, you know, I'm a member of the Buffet Club. But, you know, I don't want to get in trouble with the copyright, so I'll do the right thing. But I would love to be able to, you know, do it properly. I just can't afford the copyright fees.
And now that these things are back up to double-digit viewers, so that's nice.
I know there's a lot of fun things that could be done with different channels and all of those sorts of things if it wasn't for copyright.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, 100%.
And after raising that glass to good times, getting drunk and eating ice cream in Paradisa in Paradisa sets, the Mayo Hosko seed figure's just got to use the Thunderbox right now, and he wants his private seat. So we're going to close up the door.
Well, I found my stash of sort of gold-coloured, gold parts in Lego, and I've been meaning to try and see if I can do a gold-inspired but completely gold Thunderbox.
Oh,
Because why not? How cool would that be?
yeah, that would be amazing. I love that idea.
A golden Thunderbox.
Love Shack, baby, love Shack.
Mum and Dad would be so proud.
Zissou says, please tell me Ruth is streaming in the morning. Can't practice self-care every weekend, Ruth.
Yeah, no, I will be. I will be, Zizu.
Adam's saying, you have talked me into it. Getting an ice cream.
Excellent.
Oh, my heart is still breaking.
You can't just say excellent like that. What you've got to do is you've got to clutch your fingers together like Mr. Burns and say excellent.
Excellent.
You will because that's what Mr. Burns, C. Montgomery Burns, you will work for me now, would say.
I may not have a body that is well desired, but I do have a body by Duff. That is my coffee mug. Body by Duff.
I've never seen Ruth's back before.
Here I am. I do exist in a three-dimensional space. Yeah, I've still got my jammy pants on as well, my pajama pants.
Hey, nothing wrong with rocking tracky dacks on a Saturday, Ruth. Nothing wrong with that at all, man.
The pajama pants will be coming off after the stream, and the tracky dacks will be going on.
Well, there we go.
So I have decided that because I will have like 1 hour spare on my StreamYard to use as much of that 20 hours as possible. I'm going to film the next Mayo City update in the format of a private live stream and then upload it later, just so that I can trigger those 20 hours to make it more and more likely that StreamYard will send me another coupon for 50% off.
Puppy's here. Hi, Fox. Oh, you're such a good boy.
Oh, whoops.
I've got to put some of these drawers here.
The only thing oh, Larry, and I'd like a solid gold toilet, but that's just not in the cards now, is it, baby? Austin Powers. The only downside to a solid gold toilet is that it feels very pump-like.
Yeah, baby.
It will be on the cards when I finally get some time to sit down and start mocking up a golden Thunderbox.
I can't remember what I did with the Copper Coast Thunderbox because it always gets moved around. I don't know where I last put it.
The important thing is you know where to find the Thunderbox when you need the Thunderbox.
Yeah, and it should be super obvious because it's made out of sand green.
Hey, Cliffy, how you going, buddy?
Oh, hey, Cliff. So, for those who got here late, I was working on a Paradisa style water park today, and there it is. You got the pool. You've got the curved stairs to go up to the curved slide. You've got a mini bar for some of the bubbly alcohol that you saw in Paradisa sets, and there's a little changing room. I got the idea from two different sets. One was one of the Friends water parks, and another was the Cabana Beach set, which I believe was from 1994. Let me Google that and see if I can get up a share screen. Lego Cabana Beach Paradisa. Quick set. It was a set 6410. Yes, and it was released in 1994. Had 152 pieces, and it originally cost $25. $25.50 US dollars back in 1994. And hello, Haley Bricks. Hey, Lee.
G'day, Haley. How you going, mate?
Hi, Haley. How are you?
Yeah, because to say hey Haley, it just sounds a bit wrong. Because it's like hey Lee,
Hey,
when you
hey.
can just say it as two syllables instead. Hey Lee. No, actually, no. What you got to do is to differentiate it. You've got to say, "Hey, Lee," and then when you see Miss Bricks, you've got to say, "Hey," take a breath, Lee. So this is the set I was talking about, Cabana Beach from 1994.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
You see the change room in there. And it also came with a cool beach-style base plate.
Yeah, those base plates are nice. Hey?
Yeah, and it also came with one of those wind surfers that had the acrylic sails that had the palm tree island as its symbol. I'm gonna put some of these pieces away because I'm done with my Paradisa mocks today. Because next week, to conclude Paradisa month, I'm gonna try and make one of those Jeeps that were sold in some of the horse stable sets from the Paradisa. I just want to make a Jeep, and then at the back end of that, I'm going to try do some sorting because I've accomplished everything I've wanted to do this month, and I'm glad that I've been able to have different people coming along for the ride. So, for all of our kind people in the audience that have just come on through, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. And there's a lot of entertaining stuff that I know a lot of people have missed out on. So to hear all of our different conversations about Paradisa, Shit Heap Airlines, what's been going along with the ice cream truck, farting, what other conversations have we had? A whole bunch of other stuff like that. Be sure to watch this live stream back on the replay, #replay again, when you're most likely when you're trying to impersonate Brick Scene or Garage Land Studios, watching live streams while cooking dinner. I can't remember what I did. Oh yeah, that is there. And I hope that everyone is enjoying Paradisa month.
Paradisa, Paradisa, sun is shining all day.
Haley has made an astute observation that all the Aussies are in one place.
Yes, we are.
We are. Look at that. Yeah. It's nice to get to hang out for a bit. Yeah. Always good fun.
Exactly. Right, I think.
Oh yeah, that goes over there. I'll have to get under there later. I think my dad's doing something with the bathroom. He's been plastering walls.
Oh.
What I was going to say.
I want to say something funny.
That's what we were waiting for.
Did somebody say something funny?
No, we were all just thinking something funny, Mayo.
Probably an inside reference I don't know about.
No, just the fact that your dad was doing something in the bathroom and then there was thumping on the wall.
Oh, so it was synced. So it was
I
synced.
couldn't help but think, is that the explosive situation post?
Oh, it all synced up with each other nicely.
And then I started to giggle and Chaz started to giggle and I was like, I know where our minds have gone.
Well, I'm glad we were able to get the two halfiest people I know to laugh on camera.
And then Eric's saying, is that what they call it down under? Yeah. Just gonna go and plaster the bathroom.
I'm gonna extend this live stream just to let the laughter roll on through because it's nice to hear.
Oh, dear Taz, we're such bad influences.
Oh. Doing something in the bathroom. Thud, 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 thud. It's like. Oh, sorry. Oh, jeez.
It's still going.
The sound. That's the sound. The same, mate. It sounds like you might need some help in there.
No, you got me laughing, and I don't even know what I'm supposed to be laughing at. I don't know what do they call it in the US? What do they call it on TV or movies about whatever the pop culture reference is? I'm sure there's a pop culture reference in there somewhere.
Pop culture references called me and Chaz being idiots.
Yes, yeah. Oh.
It's an inside joke.
No.
No.
People are always allowed to share our jokes, aren't they, Chaz?
Well, you know. Oh, jeez. Oh, far out.
Damn it.
That's what happens when you're tired, had a big week at work.
Yeah, I'm tired as well. I'm just waiting for something to happen on Forge of Empires.
And our minds go to other places.
We just descend into silliness.
Yes.
I'm gonna make a phone call really quickly.
Okay. Is Mayo trusting us with his channel, Taz? Is that what he's doing?
I think so.
That's a very brave move on his part.
He could very well be making a phone call to some emergency services saying, I'm in my room doing a live stream and I can hear some unpleasant sounds coming from my bathroom next door. What should I do?
Yeah.
You know.
Right. I'm very disappointed that I don't have another grey headlight brick, though.
Oh.
Oh!
Yes.
And one
Hey.
magically appeared. Oh my gosh,
what
don't you
happened,
just
Drew?
love it? Ask and ye shall receive.
See what happens.
They're not picking up, so it can't be 000.
We're getting worried there for a minute, Mayo.
Yeah. Johnny G said something about 000 earlier. Because there's no 911 in this country.
No. We have 9-1. We have AAA.
And has anyone ever heard of the?
And then in the UK, I think that they've got 999, don't they? And I'm thinking South Africa at 011.
And I think in New Zealand
Yeah.
it's 111.
But from what I've also heard, and I've unfortunately yet to try this out for myself, but would like sort of when I say I want to test the theory because I don't want to actively ring when I don't need to. But apparently, in some countries, you can, like say for us, if we're used to dialing 000, we can still dial 000 on our mobile, but it would divert to whatever country you're in for their emergency number.
Yeah, I think I've heard something like that as well.
Yeah, just to obviously, because time, especially when something goes wrong, if you're in another country and you can't remember what, I mean, you might not be able to remember.
You're stressed, you're upset, your loved
that all
one
adds
might
up.
Yeah, time is important.
Oh, for sure, and that's why. Like I said, I don't want to test it. I'm sure you could actually Google it and you'd be able to look it up without testing it. But I've heard that numerous times.
Someone in the chat want to Google that for us and we'll try accurate information.
It is that sort of thing of, well, if you had to do it, well, yeah, you can confidently know that it works. But
Yeah, because I don't know how many people have heard of it, but the stand-up comedian Jim Owen, that's his last name. He goes by his last name as a stage name because he has an Irish name. He has a skit. There's Johnny in there. Maybe he knows something about 000. He did a skit. He did a skit where he has a bit. That when in the days of rotary dial telephones, before the push button rotary dials, we're talking about the spin dial rotary dials. Dialing 000 in Australia dialing for emergency services in Australia was the worst thing ever because you had to spin the dial around all the way 3 times.
Yeah.
And New Zealand was the easiest place in the world to dial for emergency services in the era of the spin dial rotary dial phones because you just had to spin it 3 clicks and then you'd be on the phone.
Oh, there you go.
So thank God we don't have rotary dial anymore.
I was a kid when rotary style telephones were still active.
Same.
I was a kid when they still made toys that were rotary dial telephones. Nowadays they make toys that are nowadays they make toys that are flip phones.
Not just that, show a kid a VHS tape and they'll look at you and say, what's this? Or a VHS player. No idea what it is. So this was our Blu-ray player back in the day.
Yeah. Because
there's different things throughout history where generations have had those experiences anyway.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's
Now, I was born before the technology and social media boom of 2005. So I can say, back in my day, there was no DVD. There was no streaming. There was no Blu-ray. All you had was a VHS and cassette tapes.
Yeah.
And when I got started with Lego, that all changed. 2005. What a good year. YouTube came out. They replaced VHSs with DVDs. They replaced cassettes with CDs. Facebook was finally, I think, even though Facebook was launched in 2004, it didn't become international until 2005. And I believe Steve Jobs in that year was working on the first prototype of the original iPhone.
Well, there you go.
Johnny G's got a question for you, Taz. What's a Blu-ray player? Because you're such a boomer.
Yeah, our kid. Hey, I remember Betamax or Betamax.
Yeah.
8-track tapes, 8-track players.
Yeah, records.
Cassettes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. And then back when we were kids, and if we couldn't afford to buy new music, we would tape our songs off the radio.
Oh yeah, totally. Richard's coming. Remember when YouTube had no ads? It's mostly
good old
music
days, Richard. Good old days.
Everyone had MySpace. Still use the film reel. Oh my gosh, one of my favourite things ever was when I bought my mum a digital camera for her to take over to the UK when she was visiting my sister.
Nice.
And she came back and she literally had taken 24 photos. You can do more than one roll of film, Mum.
24 was a great show on the Fox network back in the day.
So funny. And then there were photos of them out to dinner, and it was just like there'd be one person with their eyes shut, and it was just like, nope, that's the only photo that we've got. That's the only one we've gotten. It's just like, no, we would have taken like 3 or 4. Oh, the old slide projector as well, Eric. Oh my gosh, yes.
Yes.
Oh dear.
I remember having them in. I remember having just the normal projectors in the classroom, the ones that had the bulb that and was always blurry.
Yeah, the one that you put the clear sheet on, and then it would project into the wall or the whiteboard.
If I see one of those machines again, I think I'll go in the fetal position.
Yeah, I remember those as well. Quite often in primary school. Quite often, one of our teachers in primary school always used to do the math lessons on those transparent pages for stuff. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, they were painful. Those things.
So the Mayo Hosko Sigfig is done with his business on the Thunderbox, and he's going to come out and say to respond to one of the questions. If I can move these arms down, that because I, meaning the Sigfig, was born in 1986. Back in my day, selfies were called MySpace pictures.
Wow.
Because I like to think that my Sigfig was born 1 year after my brother, which was the year that this minifigure actually came out.
Oh, Johnny G, the carbon copy paper. Oh my gosh, that was amazing.
Yeah. And then photocopiers sort of revolutionised that too, didn't they?
Mm.
For the first time in a while, we have a sex bot, so we need to get someone to. We need to get one of the moderators to block them and report them. Any moderators out there? Going once, going twice, sold.
Depends what they have to sell, though. So, hang on a second.
Back in my
Before-
day, 1986. Yeah, I know, Larry. That's what I was thinking as well. I was like,
Yeah, and the reason I say
I was in double digits by then.
the reason I say back in my day is because everyone thinks I'm older than what I actually am. I like to think that it's the sig fig who's doing the talking, because I was born in 2001, but the sig fig was born in 1986.
Johnny G, you were too slow to get the sexy chat dating dancing girls.
Speaking of dancing girls, speaking of dancing girls, one of the projects I've got to do next year is I've got to order the pieces from Bricklink to make an army of the Foxy ladies. Because some people might remember earlier this year I made an army of service workers, and the service workers will have a mixture of female heads, or the classic smiley face. They have plain blue pants. They have the old style white torso with the blue overalls, which it's one of those pieces where when you see it, you can't unsee it, but the pockets of the old overall pieces from the 80s actually looks like the silhouette of an envelope. And they had if anyone remembers the Fun at the Carnival minifigure pack, there was someone serving ice cream, and they had a hair hat combo that had the new style baseball cap in white, and it had a bright light yellow ponytail at the back. So I thought, you know what, I want to get a whole bunch of those pieces, and I want to make an army of service workers. So anytime I have someone that needs to be doing food service or auto service even, or if I need employees to be a concierge or something, I could just use them wherever. And I like to have an army of them because there's a reference, because there's of course there's a reference in there. People like to make fun of the cosmetology graduates that come out of Arizona State University. So I thought, you know what? When I get my education complex built, which will be one of my skyscrapers, just like the cosmetology students graduating from Arizona State, I'm going to have those service workers graduating from Mayo City University. And some people might remember there have been Simpsons episodes and American Dad episodes making that reference. Because if anyone remembers the scene where I think it's a season 24 episode where they go on the road trip. No, so they go on the field trip, and Lisa finds the spider or the tarantula something. If you extract its ink, it can act as an antidepressant or something. And how Homer spiked a grandpa's coffee with it and turned him from a cranky grumpy old man into a bright, energetic guy that was from the Roaring '20s, and how the scientist of the pharmaceutical person at Springfield said it was the drug was too dangerous, and Bart started selling it to people in the retirement home, and then their eyes started falling out. That pharmaceutical chemist made a reference to the cosmetology students graduating out of Arizona State. So I was like, one day I want to do something in Lego that makes that reference, and I want to do a similar army, but it be the Foxy Ladies.
I think an
If
army
you
of
know what,
ladies
if you know what, if you can somehow read people's minds, and you can successfully guess what the fox in Foxy Ladies refers to, then you get a cookie.
I think much like Mayo's comment in the chat, an army of foxy ladies is really nothing more than an army of regret. But it is midday for me now, Mayo.
Yeah.
It's a little bit past
Yeah.
midday. So I
We
do
do
have
got to go
make
now.
myself some breakfast and lunch combination, some brunchy food, and then
Yeah,
also
hey,
source up
Macro.
my live stream link and thumbnail and all of those sorts of things as well.
Yeah, because it is time to go. I just put it on a little bit of a back burner because I wanted to let you two enjoy laughing together. So it is time to go now. Thank you everyone who has watched. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. I hope everyone has enjoyed another fantastic episode of Paradisa Month.
Paradisa, Paradisa, sun is shining all day.
Let's go back up in the chat and say thank you for everyone who has watched today's live stream. So this always takes me about
a big thank
two
you
minutes.
to the sexy chat dancing girls.
Let me
Thanks
this
for
take
popping
some time. Okay, so we can go back right to the top of the chat. So we had Makro Bricks, Richard Cranium, Ingrid Wynn, Tasman Bricks, who is on the chat, who is on the panel, Johnny Jean, Nate Mr. Blue, Red Coat Kyle,
Happy birthday, Kyle.
Adore Build, who's on the panel. Scrolling. Regular Brick Studios, Dusty Bricks. Scrolling. Bricklock IL, Eric. Gladiator Bricks Creations. I'm so used to saying Gladiator Bricks Productions. Aussie Adam Bricks. The teacher running the detention hall. Mikey J Productions. Joseph D27. A chip off the old block toys. Yes, we should definitely message through Instagram. $10 Cafe is an awesome set. Larry Legend. Zissou. Clicking Cliff. Haley Bricks. The sex bot, which is not a sex bomb, and that was all. So everyone, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Let's get up to 450 subscribers so we can build the Daily Bugle. Be sure to follow the links in the description for all of my different social medias. The best way to find all my links into one place is to go to mayohosko.weebly.com. If you've got a Discord and you want to enter the giveaway, please come and join my Discord server. And once we get to 300 followers on Instagram, we will be doing another giveaway. So follow me on Instagram and follow me on Twitter to enter the 50 follower giveaway over there. Yes. Yeah, we're wrapping up anyway, Macro.
Right,
And for
See you, Macro. Good to see you,
for exclusivity, early access, voting rights, and behind the scenes, feel free to become a pledger on Patreon to join the group or to join the board of investors. We have 5 amazing people who have chosen to invest, and they help to keep the channel going, and they have big input. Don't forget to watch Tasman Bricks' and Adore Build's live streams later on in 7 hours and 8 hours respectively. Is there any last thoughts?
Well, thanks for the invite, Mayo.
Thanks, Mayo. It's always great catching up with you, and I've been enjoying my build today. But I did also realise that I didn't take a photo for Instagram during week 2. So we're going to go from my week 1 build straight into a week 3 build. But anyway, that's how great I am at social media. Yeah, I'll look forward to seeing your stream later on today, Tassie. And
Yes, right, same.
yeah, I've got to go and have some food. I'm about ready to like pass out.
And I've got to go and relax before I do some homework. So everyone, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next short video or live stream, which is, as always, at 9 p.m. Eastern on a Friday night in North America, or 12 p.m. Eastern on a Saturday in Australia. Thank you for watching. Let's roll the credits. End live stream.